Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I wanted to cover all the cool stuff that was shown at the San Diego Comic-Con 2025. Here's some of the Hot Toys stuff. I'm going to focus mainly on the big chap alien on the left, which I'm very excited about. And I've got some interesting pictures coming up from someone in the community who, I'm sorry I don't remember the name right now, but someone pointed out that the alien big chap has too many teeth. And he's got like 6 in between the kind of canines, I think, where they're supposed to be only 4 teeth instead of 6. So it is making a big difference. It's still a great looking figure. And not so many of those colours are coming through under these harsh lights at the event on the body. Looks very one tone there, but here is the original Hot Toys figure on the left and what it should look like on the right. That's a big difference, and that really does make a big difference. So I hope Hot Toys, I can't see them go into this much trouble, unfortunately, but I really wish they would, and that would make just a massive improvement. And really, I think a lot of people, even the hardcore Alien Big Chap fans who know what they're talking about, I think with that adjustment they could maybe forgive any other little things that are inaccurate, but that would be something I'd love to see them make a change with. But other than that, I'm really looking forward to this. I'm very excited to get it in the collection. Don't know if someone can let me know when this is rumored to be, releasing, because if it's shown at this event, sometimes that means they come out a bit quicker, I think, or maybe not. Do like the base as well, and it just looks great to see here. The colors are coming through. That looks incredible. It's just, photography and lighting. It just shows you how much difference it can make, but that looks awesome. Just need those teeth fixed. So drop a like on the video, folks. Subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Instagram at DeanKnight333. A couple more pictures here. I've been grabbing these wherever I can find them. All these images coming up. Sometimes they're from videos that I've just screenshotted, and other pictures that I found on Facebook. And the community just, putting in work, going out there and making sure we can see everything. There's some really random stuff coming up. We've got Golden Girls. Not the first time we've seen the Golden Girls. NECA did it. But I think Syndicate Collectibles are doing a little set of them. That's coming up soon in a minute. Here is the Badlands Predator NECA figures. Really not keen on the look of that Predator, but I think the Android figure, that looks very good. I saw the most recent trailer. It definitely looked more interesting than the first trailer, but I'm still just not keen on the way this looks. The Predator, it's different. Here's the Golden Girls. Now it says toynk.com, but I'm pretty sure this is Syndicate Collectibles who made the Howling and the Pumpkinhead figures. They're doing a lot of other stuff as well. Now this is what I was really excited to see. We've seen the clean version of Art the Clown, but that's the bloody one there on the right with different artwork on the packaging. You can even see blood on the little hook at the top of the box, everything. That is awesome. I need both of these for sure. And they're going to come with multiple heads or multiple faces that you can put onto the head. They just look fantastic. It took NECA a while to get around to doing Art the Clown, but it certainly seems to be worth the wait. Beautiful artwork, beautiful packaging, really good looking figures. He should be nice and tall as well, because David Howard Thornton's about 6'2", I'm guessing. But he's a pretty tall, lanky dude. So it looks to be very well represented. He's holding a brain, and this caught my eye. I don't know who's making this. I'm assuming it's 3-0 because they do a lot of 1/6 scale Rambo stuff. But we've already seen the Sly Stallone shop version of this, and I'm assuming this is 3-0. I don't know for sure, but interesting because now you've got 2 options out there for this look for Rambo from First Blood. So I'll have to see more of that before I can really comment on which one I like the look of more. I have a feeling it's going to be the Sly Stallone shop one, but here's some Michael Myers figures by NECA. Now, none of these really appeal to me that much. I'm just not really into these particular Halloween movies. But it is great that they are out there for collectors to get their hands on, and they do look good. Now here we go. Who's making these, folks? I couldn't see. I don't know who's making them, but we got Hooper and Quint. Still can't get a Brody because apparently it's down to the wife not wanting realistic figures of him made. Legos are okay, Funko Pops are okay, but nothing that looks realistic. I think that's really silly, short-sighted, but there you go. I hope that isn't the case forever when it comes to Brody and action figures, because it's a beautiful tribute to a character and an actor. It's just, you know, I hope it happens one day. These look good, but there'd have to be a Bruce the Shark, at least a bust of his head coming out of the water in scale with these guys that you could have along with it. You couldn't have these two. I mean, you could have these two on their own without a shark anywhere in sight, but I'd really like to see a Bruce the Shark bust in 1/6 scale with just like the water and his head coming out with the mouth open, that you could just have somewhere with this. Maybe there is. They got barrels there, and we've got some 1/6 scale Thundercats figures. These look really interesting. Mum-Ra looks badass with all those colours in the background. Lion-O looks good. I loved this when I was a kid. I had the bed sheets and I had a crush on Chitara. I think that was my first crush. Here is the Caustic Plastic Brandon Lee, Eric Draven, The Crow sculpt without the hair and the unpainted face. Well, the no makeup. Oh, my eye just went straight to the top right hand corner. That just looks incredible. They all do. I can't wait for this figure, man. We got a lot of pictures coming up of this now from different sources. I think, you know, Fabio, he's such a likable dude, man. You see him in those sideshow videos, and he's just a wholesome, true, genuine collector who is now doing his dream job. And I think Caustic Plastic stole the show at Sdcc this year. That looks incredible right there. So well done to Fabio and all the team, all the crew, all the sculptors, the painters, everyone involved. It's nice to see you guys getting the recognition you deserve, and already have made an incredible mark on the 1/6 scale game with some incredible figures. Chuck Norris from Missing in Action, Bela Lugosi Dracula. These figures are really high-end, classy. Nosferatu, come on. Christopher Lee, the cowboy stuff. You got John Wayne, Bud Spencer, Terence Hill, Peter Sellers from Pink Panther, Twin Peaks. No one else is making stuff like this, you know? So that is a beautiful diorama. Apparently there's another one. Look at the eyes. That's crazy. I need it. I need it. I need to do my photography. I need to do my pictures. I just want to have some fun with this amazing looking figure. I love the hair. I think it looks really in scale to 1/6. It's got that wet look to it. Very harsh lights here at the event, but we'll just show everything that I could find. Yep. So as far as the Crow figure, I don't really see much that needs to be improved. I think the likeness, the paint, the hair is all fantastic. The clothing looks really good. I mean, let me know if you think there's anything they could tweak, but it is still a prototype. You know, it's not the final product, so now's the time to let them know if there's anything you can suggest, and they might take it on board, probably will, and take it into consideration if any alterations need to be done. But with the Crow, I think that's the one that is pretty much good to go. Like, I'd be happy with the finished product if it looked like this. We'll come back to Caustic Plastic in a little while, but we've got J&D Studios with Harvey Dent, Two-Face, 1/6 scale. Very nice looking. I did have the original Hot Toys Harvey Dent, and I got kind of bored of him. This looks amazing, but I just don't really feel the need to get him in the collection. I think you've got to be a pretty hardcore Dark Knight fan to get Harvey in there. But here is some cool pictures of the Joker, the sculpted hair version, Bank Robber DX by Hot Toys, and the Artisan version as well. Both look fantastic. Yeah, there's no denying the Artisan Bank Robber Joker is looking like the one to go with. I do love the detail on that sculpted hair, and that's probably the one I'll get to keep it consistent with the rest of my collection. But I think, yeah, this could be the first Artisan Hot Toys that's truly kind of faultless, maybe. I just included this picture because I've been wondering who made my mob meeting custom Joker head sculpt that I've got on the channel. I'm pretty sure it's this guy that they're mentioning in the top there. That's an incredible. It's very similar to the sculpt I have. The hair's a bit different. That hair's better than my hair, but I think the sculpt and the look of it is pretty much the same. Here's the Caustic Plastic Conan, looking beefy. Now I can get a really good look at his base here. I didn't notice the beautiful green and gold before, and the boots. Man, see? People were saying about the eyes. I think they look great here. You know, and Arnie's mouth when he was younger, when he was built, his mouth was like that. He had like muscles around his mouth. You know, when he made that stern face, that's just how he looked. David Bowie, Jarrett from Jim Henson's Labyrinth, looking stunning. I really like that choice of the outfit. I love the purple and the black. I think it really complements the blonde hair and all the rest of it. Really excited for that one. Here's Kane, which we saw recently on the channel. Might have to try and pick up a Kane at some point. Here is Caustic Plastic or Infinite Statue with the 1/6 scale Team Wolf statue. So this is cool, and I did suggest something just today. When I saw this, it gave me an idea, because I love werewolves, and I know that werewolves are very difficult to make in 1/6 scale because of all the fur and all the hair and all that stuff. But statues ain't so difficult. I don't know. So I sent him a little message. I was like, listen, I'm thinking about werewolves like I usually am, and I just threw out a little suggestion. I don't know. We'll see. But Teen Wolf looks amazing, and I love that movie. I love that film. Here's Godzilla. I'm not sure who's making this, but that looks awesome. I just threw that in because I thought that looked really cool. Black and white Godzilla. Figure or statue? Yeah, probably a statue. Here's the Hot Toys Superman. A couple of pictures of him floating around in here. Oh, floating around. There he is. He's floating. That was an accident, but it all worked out in the end. So, yes. Interesting. Nice detail on the sculpted hair. Eyes look good. Nice vibrant colours on the suit. And the base is nice. There's James Bond. Not really my cup of tea, but it's cool that they're making him. Good few versions from what I've seen recently. They're getting into the Bond stuff. I'd like to see some of the older Bonds. Roger Moore, Sean Connery, Pierce Brosnan, and Timothy Dalton. Here is Beavis and Butthead stuff that's coming out. That might have to go into the collection. Shout out to the Beavis and Butthead collector up there. Check him out. Here is Caustic Plastic Frankenstein's Monster, 1/6 scale. Cannot wait to see this. This could be figure of the year when it comes out. Could be. It's one of them ones. This is a special one. This is very special, like Nosferatu. So do not miss out on the Frankenstein figure, folks. Even if other companies make this, do not hesitate to get the Caustic Plastic one, because it's going to be a masterpiece for sure. Very harsh lighting at the event there, bear that in mind. And the last picture in art have dropped this little bombshell. Smooth Criminal, 1/6 scale. I love this, I love this film, and love Michael Jackson. So this is really, really, really cool to see. This is the one a lot of people want, so I'm very excited to see more on this. Let me know what you think in the comments, folks. Drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, follow me on Instagram at DeanKnight333. I will see you soon. Take it easy. Bye bye.